Welcome to this Pcounter Quotas Cost Recovery and Payments webinar. This session focuses on the options available within the Pcounter solution to deploy a print quota system and the facilities offered to recover costs and charge a print and copy activity. A quick recap on the Pcounter solution itself. The product is built around a core solution with various additional modules available to further increase the functionality and effectiveness of the solution. The focus for today is on quotas, cost recovery and charging options, but there are other webinars that look at areas such as MFD or photocopier integration, mobile and wireless printing, and also biometric authentication. Here we can see the user account management interface within Pcounter. Options are available to deposit and charge a user's account, set a user's balance, and also set a low balance limit to notify a user when their balance goes below a certain level. A view of all users' accounts can be seen, showing free quota levels and also balance that has been paid for in a charging environment. It is also possible to automate credits to users' accounts through a built-in scheduling engine. A user's account or group of users can be selected and a scheduled balance update delivered every day, every month, on a specific day of the week and even at a certain time of the day. When introducing a quota system, a key requirement is communicating with your users, ensuring they're informed of the print balance and have the ability to see what the current balance is at any time. Within Pcounter, you can set messages to display after each print job, communicating with the user as to what the current balance level is. Or possibly a more effective approach would be to set it to display the user's balance when they go below a certain level, as in the setup example shown here. A taskbar application can also be deployed, called WBalance. This is part of the core Pcounter solution. When a user is logged into a PC, they can float over the pound symbol and it will pop up and display their quota and balance in real time. Pcounter can also communicate with users at the time of printing. The solution can display a pop-up message when a user clicks the print icon to notify them what they're going to be printing. The pop-up text can be customized to show details such as page count, cost and quota, and this is a very powerful facility where charging or quotas are used to ensure users don't waste a quota or pay for printing they don't really need. The user can either select print, after which the job is printed, or alternatively they can select cancel and reformat the job at a lower cost. The pop-up can be displayed selectively to maximise its effectiveness also, so it can be displayed when the job is over a certain number of pages, a certain number of copies, or when the job is colour. As well as identifying the user, which we can do automatically based on their network login, there's often a requirement to analyse an account for usage by cost centre, project number or chargeback to clients. In addition to the basic notification message, the pop-up utility can be configured to ask for selection of a code or description. This could be a department code, project number, cost centre or client number, similar to the requirement for entering codes at a photocopier, which some organisations use to track usage. For users who always print for the same cost centre or department and where input is not required, a default code can be set for each user which is logged automatically so that reports can be produced not just at the user level but also at the cost centre or department level with no further work or administration required to produce this information. An additional configuration option for the pop-up facility is to ask users to select firstly a high-level charge code and then also a sub-level code for each category. This is particularly useful where departments, projects, cost centres and or client codes are split down into multiple areas. Again, the user is notified about the makeup of the document, the cost and their balance levels, but they also have to select two codes, a high level code and then a sub-level code also. Reports can then be run retrospectively on the codes showing print totals with detailed breakdowns that will show what each individual user has printed to that relevant code. The pop-up message utility is also frequently used in a professional services environment. In the example shown here, a user is sent a job to print and is being asked to select from a list of client codes and then a sub-matter code. The pop-up also supports manual entry of codes as an option, if required, rather than selecting from a predefined list of codes that are associated to users' accounts on the Pcounter database. The quota, cost recovery and charging options can also be integrated with MFD management. The Pcounter solution has two options in this area in the form of either our Pcounter embedded software module or Pcounter touchpad terminal. Both of the modules, once deployed, will allow you to account for, and manage photocopying and recover the cost of photocopying from the user's quota or balance on the Pcounter database. We offer various methods to identify users at the MFDs, including network username, password, ID number, ID card and biometrics. Please visit our website where you'll find webinar sessions that focus on this area in more detail if this is of interest. Various considerations need to be thought about when deploying a charge for print and copy solution. Typically the requirements that we come across with Pcounter include accounting per user, per department, per cost centre project or client. Budgeting also needs to be thought about for users, and there is sometimes a requirement to charge the cost of print and copy back beyond individual users, for example to a department or external client perhaps. There are several payment methods that we can offer that need to be thought about, and obviously ease of management is always key from an admin and user's perspective. With this in mind, we regularly come across requirements to automate cost recovery and take payments for print and copy. This is a result of various factors including users working extended hours, and we often come across organisations with areas that are not staffed 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, for example libraries in further and higher education environments. In addition to this, handling cash creates security issues. It has an impact on staff time and therefore results in increased admin costs associated with providing the print and copy service. We therefore offer various charging methods, each of which we'll look at now. The first and possibly simplest method of taking payments is through a module called Pcounter Web Cashier. This offers full account management capability to non-IT staff, such as in the library, reception or classroom perhaps. Staff can credit a user's Pcounter account in real time, charge their account for items sold over the counter, and where money is taken, print a receipt with VAT if required. Pcounter Web Cashier is browser-based, meaning that any member of staff with admin rights can manage users' accounts from any PC with a web connection. This results in increased productivity for IT staff, as account management can now be safely delegated to non-IT staff as required. The module also allows staff to create guest Pcounter user accounts for temporary users. A unique username and password can be created, and then an allocation of quota can be added to that account, or a payment can be taken to recover the cost of any print and copy that they require whilst in the organisation. In charging environments, we recommend Pcounter touchscreen kiosks to accept coin and note cash payments. Users authenticate with username and password or ID number on a touchscreen keyboard and then deposit money into their Pcounter account in real time. We can also integrate the kiosks with ID cards for user authentication if required. Electronic payment methods are also supported. The kiosk offers a chip and pin reader option, and we also offer a hosted e-payment service to take credit and debit card payments for print and copy over the web. We mentioned earlier the possibility of creating guest user accounts in Pcounter for temporary users who need access to print facilities. We can offer an extension of this functionality through the Everyone Print mobile and wireless printing service, as seen here. This module allows a user to print from their own device without the need to install any software or print drivers on their machine. All that is required is a connection to the internet. The user loads the Everyone Print web page and authenticates themselves using their username and password and can then access print facilities. The cost of any jobs that are printed will then be recovered from the balance held on the user's Pcounter account. The latest version of Everyone Print also has an option to allow users to create their own guest account, as can be seen in the example on screen. This means that temporary guest users can create their own account without any staff intervention required. To summarise, the Pcounter solution has been designed to suit print and copy management requirements across all market sectors. The cost of purchase is low, but more importantly, the ongoing cost of managing the application day to day is minimal, with no active staff involvement required, database administration or manual intervention needed. As well as an excellent solution delivered at low cost, giving excellent value, we have service behind it. UK business hour support for technical issues and deployment assistance is provided as standard, and we also offer classroom training courses and bespoke on-site services as required. These factors ensure a future-proof solution for any customer. No loss of investment will be experienced, and Pcounter offers a building block concept to expand to meet requirements as needed. We offer free trials for the majority of Pcounter modules, so please visit our website, altman.co.uk, if you'll be interested in taking a closer look and evaluating the products for yourselves. Thank you for taking the time to view this Pcounter webinar on quotas, cost recovery and payments. Please contact our solutions team for further information or to discuss any particular areas of interest.